Well, we drove all the way over here and the customer canceled the order and so now we have nothing. So yeah. All right, here we are again, everyone, on our way to Starbucks, and then we'll go pick it up and drop it off. Oh my God. Sometimes it feels like Groundhog Day in the morning. You guys notice that? We always go to the same place. We go like to Starbucks, we get the coffee, we drop it off. It is just like Groundhog Day. I woke up this morning to my dog whimpering at me because she wanted treats. I was nice and comfortable. I was having a nice dream about something really strange, I'm sure. I can't remember what the dream was, but it was a strange dream where you're kind of like locked in it. You're like living another life, doing something really strange. And then all of a sudden, I hear the dog making the whimpering noise, and then I woke up. And so I gave my dog her treats and got that going. And then I went into the garage, and my water heater started making all these knocking noises. And I was just like, why is it making all those weird noises? So I went to take a shower, and I noticed that the water wasn't that hot. And so I just took my shower, and then by the end of the shower, and I don't take long showers, I take probably about 5-minute showers. So by the end of 5 minutes, the water started to get cold. So I was just like, oh no, you know what that means. It's time to get a new water heater. And water heaters aren't cheap. I mean, the cost of the water heaters are not expensive. It's the permits here in Vegas. The permits make it very expensive to get a water heater. So it's going to be anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 for a water heater. It is ridiculous how much water heaters are because of the permit. The permit's almost double the price to get a water heater. So it's really obnoxious. But there's something you can really do. They said that if you install it yourself, you don't need a permit. But I don't know anything about installing a water heater, so I can't do it. And I'm sure I could hire maybe a handyman to do it to save the money. But I'm so paranoid of somebody not doing something right when it comes to things that relate to plumbing that I'd rather just, take care of it the right way. Because the stress of not having it done the right way is just too much. It's just too much to even imagine. So I'm just going to go down to Lowe's, and I'm going to have somebody set up, I'll get it all set up and get it done. Because my worst fear is that the water heater is going to burst, and then it's going to make a mess all over the place. Yeah, you too. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Good morning. Good morning. There's nothing like the smell of burning asphalt in the morning. What a great smell. All right, well, we're off to a house, and it's a leave at my door, and it's 6 minutes away, 2.4 miles. Let's go. I wasn't hungry at all this morning. I just had my tea and with chia seeds in it, and that was all I had. Normally, lately I've been really hungry, and I'll have some toast and some banana, or I'll have some eggs or something. But this morning I wasn't hungry. I don't know why. Maybe I ate too much at dinner. Last night I made a homemade casserole, and I used that Banza pasta, which supposedly is supposed to be good if you're worried about your blood sugar. And it has a lot of fiber in it and protein and all this stuff. But to me, my body still reacts to that pasta just like it was regular pasta, and I don't know why. Maybe because it's so refined. I don't know. But it's made out of it's pasta that's made out of garbanzo beans. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why I was having I felt like I was having insulin issues with dinner last night. So after I ate dinner, I had some whole grain bread with peanut butter and a banana, and then a glass of milk to kind of spike me back up because I was feeling like I was crashing. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's all about. But anyway, I guess that made it where I was super full, and so I wasn't hungry this morning. I mean, that's the only thing I can think that would have caused it. Or it could be that I had such a decadent weekend, and now I'm getting back on track, and now my body's slowly starting to adjust back to normal again. So that could be it. All was well inside of the Starbucks. There was nothing exciting or interesting. People were very polite about, holding the door. And when I left Starbucks, the guy apologized for not seeing me, and he let the door go. It's funny as a DoorDash driver how that's like the critical moment of a DoorDasher's day is people either hold the door for you or they don't hold the door for you, or you're coming in. It's all about entering and exiting the restaurant is like the hot topic of on your mind when you go to a restaurant, other than is the food ready. It's like, are people going to be polite or are they going to be rude? And is the food ready? Those are the two things at front of mind when you arrive at a restaurant. When I walked into the Starbucks, the food was ready. I mean, the coffee or whatever the hell's in these bags was ready. Whatever the heck was in the bags, it was ready. And I went ahead and I just grabbed it off the counter and thanked the lady, and then proceeded on my way. There was something else interesting that was going on inside. So yeah. All right, should be somewhere here on the left. Somewhere. I think it's this house over here. Oh, I've been to this house before. I know this house. They have the nice little archways. All right, let's drop it off. Well, that was a normal drop-off. Nothing too exciting to report on that drop-off. Everything was normal. I was debating whether or not to set the food on that chair, but they just said leave it at the door. And so whenever they don't specify whether or not to leave it on a table or a chair, I just set it closest to the door so they can, open their door and grab it and go. I was checking to see if there were any ants on the ground or anything unusual that would cause problems if I set it on the ground. But there wasn't anything major that I saw on the ground. There was one little tiny bug that was walking. I was like, oh, that's fine. They're gonna come out any second and grab their stuff, so it's all good. I really don't like those UberEats matches because they come up and you don't know if you're going to get it or not, and sometimes it's just a mediocre offer, and so I'm just like, why would I even press the button? Because it spins for the longest time, so it's blocking you from other offers while it tries to figure out whether or not you got it. So I tend to not even, when I see that it's a match, I usually don't even hit it unless it's a significantly good amount of money. Then I'll hit the match. But I figure, let somebody else that's desperate get that match, because I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna be driving here as it just spins and I have to question whether or not I got it. I was trying to figure out what's the best way to earn interest, in my banking, and also still have access to my money. And I figured out a system where I could get 5% interest. UberEats, $5.69 for 3.2 miles. And it's a match. Goodbye. And I figured out that if I get 90-day CDs, or not, is it 90 days? Yeah, 90-day CDs, so 3 months, and I purchase in a tiny increment amount of a CD every week, that I would always have access to that money once I cycle through the first 90 days. I'd have access to a portion of the money. And then I just keep cycling them. So that way, so eventually they should build up where I'll have access to, like, let's say I'll have access to like Uber Eats 9 miles for $16. And they're sending it directly to me. And it is a Vons. So that looks right. I'm hitting accept. I'm hitting accept, everyone. 2511. That means that we're headed off to Vons to pick up some groceries and drop them off. I think they're going to go to the Raiders training center, based on what I saw on the offer. So yeah, so it's a really good way to get 5% interest on your money, but you have to really manage it. You have to be good at managing maturity dates. So like, let's say when you get your CD, and let's say you bought it on May 1st, you bought your CD. So you've got to put in your little calendar to remember that the CD will mature 3 months from May 1st. And then you go ahead and you say, oh, that money's available now. Well, you got to then throw it back in for another 90 days. I mean, unless you need it. And then as the weeks go on, you keep making another one and another one. And then pretty soon, before you know it, you'll have like $1,000 available to you every week that is earning a 5% interest rate. So it's sort of a strange strategy to do, because, you know, it seems like a lot of effort to do. But just think about how much money you earn if the money just sits in your bank account. You don't earn nothing. You earn zero. Maybe you earn 0.01%. So I was just doing the math. I'm like, well, if I finally got, for every $1,000 that makes 5%, you're getting $40 every year for that $1,000. So if you built it up over time, and let's say you got to $5,000 total in all your CDs, that would be 5 times 40. That would be $200 that they would just give you every year. You know, as long as interest rates remained stable, which so far in this high inflationary environment, it seems like that's the way it's going to be for some time. There doesn't seem to be any sign of recession on the horizon just yet. And if there was, then you could always lock in a portion of that money into a longer term CD, whether it be a 2 or 4 or 5 year. And what I like the most about CDs is that they're FDIC insured, so you don't have to worry about losing your money, unlike the stock market. So it's really a good situation, especially right now, because for so many years, I mean, ever since the Great Recession of 2007 or 2008, people haven't had the opportunity to earn that kind of interest. It's always been at 0 or near 0, maybe 1% is what you would get on your CDs. So it's a really smart thing to do. I mean, unless you're a gambler and you like to buy, Apple and Google, and you're willing to handle the ups and downs and the risk. But for people that just need access to their money, I think CDs are a really smart thing to do right now. That's my thought for the day. Take it with a grain of salt. If this is your first time doing Uber Eats or DoorDash and you're picking up groceries, just about every grocery store wants you to first grab a cart before you go to pick up the groceries. So what you do is you just grab a cart before you go inside and then push the cart to the place where you pick up. And at this particular place, you go to the left when you walk in. It's all the way in the back on the left. And you'll see a thing that says, I think it says pick up and go. So this one's more clearly labeled than most places. But in general, whenever you're just picking up stuff, especially at a grocery store, grab a cart.
I am not sure if this is for the Raiders or not.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
They normally order all this stuff.
Yeah, it looks really familiar to me too.
Yeah.
All right, well, it was confirmed by the guy that works in the Vons that we are going to the Raiders training center, and he just was concerned that I wouldn't be familiar on what to do. So I told him, I said, I've been there before, so I know where to go to get in. So you guys will get the fun of experiencing going to the Raiders Training Center. What a great opportunity for the video. All right, hopefully nothing has changed. It's probably been about 2 months, maybe 3 months since I've been there. So it could have changed. When I saw the instructions, they seemed a little bit different, not in terms of where to go, but the directions were different and the contact person was different. So maybe that particular contact person no longer is in charge of receiving the groceries. So that's what I'm thinking. So we're 13 minutes away, 5.8 miles. I can read you some of the instructions. Let's see, turn into the loading dock. I gotta go up to the gate speaker. I gotta tell them that I'm here for the Vons delivery. Let's see. Then I gotta do these directions to get to the correct loading dock. And then it says drop off at this particular loading dock, but inside a particular room. So it's quite a bit of groceries. But since it's a loading dock, there should be access for me to use my flatbed. And I should be able to just roll everything in on the flatbed. I hope. I don't quite remember if there were stairs or any kind of issue I would have with my flatbed. I don't think so. I think the last time I delivered there, I had quite a bit of stuff to deliver last time too. And I don't remember making multiple trips to deliver. So I think I should be A-okay. A little distracted when I was in Vons. I've been looking for good deals on 12-pack cases of soda, and because soda right now is expensive. I think here in Vegas, the standard price for a single 12-pack case is $9.99 for a case, and that is so much money. That's almost $1 a can. So I've been looking at different places trying to find special deals on the 12-pack can cases, because people in the family don't like the plastic bottles in any way. So they are demanding aluminum cans. So I'm like, okay, well, we got to figure this out and find out where the places are that have the best deals. And normally, like the local grocery stores like Vons or Smith's, they'll have some good deals on the 12-pack, 12 packs. And they haven't lately. So, but today when I was at Vons waiting for the groceries, I got distracted. I saw something it said buy one, get one free. And I thought, wow, that's going to be only $5 a case. I better get it. But it was buy two and get one free. So now that would be $20, but then you get three. So what does that come out to? Let's see. $20 divided by 3. Well, that comes out to $6.67 per case. So that's a pretty good deal. And if you divide that by 12, that comes out to 55 cents a can. But that's about approximately the same price as Sam's Club. Now, Sam's Club, you can get, I think it's like $18, and you can get 35 cans. Oh, it's cheaper. So still, the cheapest place I have found to get cases of soda is Sam's Club. And I'm sure Costco has the same deal too, but I don't have a Costco membership. I have a Sam's Club one. So still, it looks like I'm going to be getting my soda at Sam's. Here. Is it this or is it this? Yeah, hi, I have a Vons grocery delivery for
Have you been here before? You know where to go?
Yeah, I've been here before.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, we're in. I told them that I had been here before. I knew where to go. So I believe it's this thing right here, loading dock. It's been a while since I've been here. He's like, have you been here before? He wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing. Let's see, I believe it's right here. And I just take my cart and head to that door over there. All right, let's go. It's all done. Well, that delivery went just fine. I would have liked to have filmed more, but unfortunately, I got so caught up in the in the drama of the high securityness that is the Henderson, that is the Raiders training center, that I was like, oh. Well, I took as much as I could, so we made it. That's what matters. We got that stuff delivered. So we're on our way to the next one. It's a CVS order. I don't know what the details are. Let's check a look. It's $10.52. I think we're shopping for just 2 items, and it's 5.8 miles, so it's not too bad. All right, let's head on over to CVS. Now, when you go inside of the Raiders training center, everything is so high security and everyone is so serious. There's like no joking around in there, and I don't know why it's that way. I don't know if it's all the masculinity, all the testosterone. I don't know, or maybe it's just because if anybody F's up in any way, they get canned immediately. Like, there's no messing around in there. They have, it's such a high dollar industry that obviously everyone's paid really well, but you cannot trip up in any way. You can't even say the wrong thing or they'll can your ass. That's my guess. That's the vibe I get when I go in there. Well, we might as well take a look at what we're shopping for, because it is Uber, so it allows us to see what we're shopping for. It looks like some very basic things. The Charmin toilet paper and just some paper towels. So that's it. Looks like it's going to be an easy one. It's a partly cloudy day, so the sun keeps popping in and out, in and out. So I have to keep popping my sunglasses on and off, on and off. And I'm so used to here in Vegas, it's usually just completely sunny all day long. But today, we're popping. We're popping today when it comes to the sun. It's approximately 7:15 a.m. So we've been going for about an hour and 15 minutes approximately. So do your math. You can see the total above, and that'll tell you our current hourly rate. And then we got this one coming up that we should hopefully be able to complete, hopefully in the next 15 minutes to 20 minutes. I don't know. It depends how long it's going to take us to get out of CVS. So use your best guess for what our hourly rate is. I'm just letting you know how long we've been driving. All right, well, we're just giving the customer a chance to approve the substitution because they want this brand here, but they want it in the giant size, the ones below, the 12 equals 48, but they only have the red pack, which is the ultra strong, and they don't have the ultra softs in the large pack. So I'm just waiting to hear back. I want to give them a fair chance. Well, we didn't hear back from the customer, so we went ahead and got the Charmin Ultra Strong, which I know people are very particular about their toilet paper, but they didn't respond. So it's 4 minutes away, 1.7 miles, and it's a leave at the door. At least it's a leave at the door. We don't have to see them. All right, let's drop it off.
Drop off.
And here we are. All right, that was a pretty standard drop-off. Nothing unusual happened. And right now, all the kids are going to school. It looks like there's like a Catholic school near here because all of the kids are wearing those traditional Catholic outfits. All those poor girls, they got to wear those hideous plaid skirts. It's so embarrassing. And then the guys just have to wear those standard, I guess those standard blue-collared shirts, which are pretty generic. But for the girls, those skirts, they go in and out of style all the time, and it's got to be so embarrassing for some of them who just don't traditionally wear skirts. It's like it's like I don't think most girls in general like to wear skirts nowadays, especially. I mean, if you're going out to a party or something, maybe, but not every day. Now, design those Catholic skirts. There's no reason why they can't make them shorts and then it look like a skirt, so you don't have to worry about how you're sitting down all the time and showing all your business should it fly up. So I don't know why they do. I think I don't understand the tradition of that rule for Catholic schools that the girls have to wear such a thing, because to me it's too provocative. To me it should just be shorts. At the very worst, it should be shorts, because the guys, they just wear pants and a shirt. It's totally not even fair. Time is 7:32, so it looks like we were able to complete that order fairly quickly. So now we're officially at 1.5 hours. So if you look at the total and divide it by 1.5, that'll tell you the hourly rate. So I don't know how good we're doing. I know we're doing at least $20 an hour, I hope. I think I might contact Uber and tell them that I'm just going to do UberEats only, because that seems to be what I'm doing so far. I mean, maybe I'll change my mind, but then I could always turn it back on if I want to. But this is going to save me money in terms of the vehicle inspection, because when you drive people, you have to do a vehicle inspection every year. I think that's like I don't know, is that $20 or something like that? I think that's what it is. I think it's $20. And see if there's any other savings I get. Well, yeah, because then for Lyft too, I have to fork over another 20. So that's $40. So I can save $40 if I just skip it and I don't do driving people for now. And then if I decide I want to, then it's easy enough to do. You just go and get the inspection, and they just turn it back on. They still have all your account stuff. It's just they make it just go dormant, but they don't delete it. So that may be what I'm gonna do. I have until September. $5 Uber Eats, $5.35 for 3 miles, and it looks like it's Starbucks. And of course, I'm in the wrong darn lane to go over there, of course, but I can get over. So let me get back over here safely and not crash. I'm working on it. People are driving like a-holes as usual. Okay, so we're going to be going to an apartment, and we have to get a PIN. Enter the gate, make a left, go down, make a right, go halfway down, park by the trash can, then proceed to the middle of the complex, find my building number, my apartment number, downstairs facing towards the parking lot you parked in. Meet at the door. Okay, that's good. It looks like they are paving the roads that lead to these people's apartments. So I'm gonna have to do some walking. It's probably gonna smell like asphalt. Oh God. All right, let's get this over with. All right, well, that's in the past now, so we can forget all about that one and move on. Because that was a pain. For that tiny bit of money, that was a total pain in the behind. And the lady took a while to answer the door. And I was just glad that she answered the door. I won't comment on her tacky attire. I don't think that's appropriate. But I'll leave it to your imagination. If you can imagine the type of customers that I have to deal with for this job. You can only imagine. Turn left on Jeffrey Street. All right, we're on our way to Carl's Jr. Let's go. Well, we drove all the way over here, and the customer canceled the order because they're bastards. And so now we have nothing. So yeah, it's just a part of the day. We have to accept that these things are going to happen, and there's nothing we can do about it. Now we just have to make our way back home, which I'm totally fine with. Totally. It's terrible when they cancel the order, especially when you're just about to pull up to the restaurant, because you got to eat those miles. So I'm sure I only drove about a mile and a half, but still, it's the point that I was not receiving any other offers while I had accepted this one. And Uber Eats doesn't give you any compensation unless you arrive at the restaurant, which I was almost feet away from arriving, and because I wasn't, I think because I wasn't, it just flashed up. It says customer has canceled order. If you have the food, just discard it, is what it said. Which is it would have been nice if I would have had the food. Then I'd have been like, oh, okay. But I had nothing. All I had is mud on my face. I pulled into the parking lot and it flashed customer canceled order. And the mouse, they should put like a little middle finger in their graphic when it does it, because that's how you feel when they tell you that. We got another one from Uber Eats, and it's a Chick-Fil-A. So let's head on in and get our Chick-Fil-A, shall we? we're going to be going to a house. Leave at the door. Please leave at front door. No need to knock or ring. Thanks. You're welcome. Let's go. And here we are. Here we are again. Another drop off. Another drop off. Dropping off our Chick-Fil-A. It's going to be on the left.
Drop off on the left.
Yes, that's what I told them. I said drop off on the left. And there it is. And I'm going to turn it around. Turn it around like I always do. And here we are. Angle the camera. Try to get a decent $4 for 1.9 miles. Vaughn, shop and pay. I don't think so. You better pay a little bit more money than that. Yeah. Wish they would make it so that when you arrive at the delivery location, I wish they would just stop sending you offers. It's like, don't send me anything. When you know I'm busy delivering, don't send me anything. Just skip over me. I mean, I could set it to stop accepting deliveries, but I would have to spend the time to push that button, 30 seconds before I'm about to deliver every single time. And then after I deliver, I have to undo it before I close out the delivery so I don't go offline. And that is too much of a hassle. But boy, is it annoying. And it's what's really awful is when they send you the offer right when you're about to press the delivered button and you accidentally hit the stupid I accept your terrible offer instead of pressing the button delivered. That is a horrible thing. I know all of you out there that do this delivery, you all hate when that happens. The time is currently 8:25. We've been going now for 2.5 hours. Total up that money and divide it by 2.5. That's our hourly rate. That's how much money we're making. And I have not been home one time and I'm hungry. And it would be nice if I was home right now so I could eat. Because right now all I want is an Egg McMuffin with cheese. Oh, and here's some tax advice for you guys. Make sure to pay your taxes quarterly. So many drivers don't pay their taxes quarterly and they get penalized for it at the end of the year. They actually will have to pay a penalty tax for not paying your taxes quarterly. And it's so easy to do. There's just a form you go. I think it's called I don't know what it's called. It's something I think maybe it's 1040 ES or it's the tax form. It's the estimated taxes form or something. UberEats, it's just a match for $4.05. And you just fill it out, you write your check and you mail it. That's it. And don't worry about how much to give them. Give them something. Give them like whatever your normal tax bracket is. Like let's say your tax bracket, you pay always 10% or 15%. Most Uber drivers don't pay 20%. So just put in 10 to 15% of whatever you made for the last quarter. And then you just send it to them. And then it gets documented at the IRS that that you paid that amount. And then you keep a record for yourself too. And then when it comes to do tax time, it shows that you paid your taxes quarterly and you don't get a penalty. A lot of people don't like to do it because they feel like if the government's not asking for it, why should they give it? But you'll get in trouble. I mean, you'll get a penalty if you don't. UberEats offer $3.06, 5.3 miles. No. Yeah, you'll get a penalty if you don't do it. So that's my tax advice. Pay your taxes quarterly, if at all possible. Oh, here's some advice if you're young and you're just starting out and you haven't decided if you're gonna go to college or what you're gonna do. If you decide that you're gonna go to college or you're gonna go to some kind of school where you gotta pay money, if you don't have the money, don't go. Unless you've got a grant, you got free money coming, don't go. It is so not worth it, especially in today's world. Don't waste your time. Unless you're going to train for something that is going to pay a significant amount of money, don't go. I hear so many horror stories from people who have these damn student loans. And when you take out a student loan, there is no escape. They own you to the day you die. So don't do it. UberEats, $5.13 for 4 miles. No, thank you. Yeah, don't do it. The problem is that most people get these crazy ideas in their head that they're going to be the next great Picasso, and they pay $100,000 to train at these schools that they think are going to teach them the secret to being the next greatest whatever, and it's a bunch of baloney. If you have the skill, it's going to come out, and you're going to be able to thrive without that education. You'll be just fine. Believe me. Believe me. And if you're going to study something like you want to become a dentist or something in the medical field, then yeah, take out the loans because it's stable. You're going to find work right away, and you're going to be able to pay off the debt over time. But all the other stuff that doesn't pay a lot of money, if it doesn't pay a lot of money, and you have to look for what the average is, like what is the average income for this particular type of job. Look it up. And if it's not a significant amount of money, then don't take out the loan, because those loans are huge. They could be up to like $100,000 in debt that you'll have to pay off. And it's not worth it. With all the things in life that you're going to have to pay for in the future, don't waste your time. DoorDash offer $8.25 for 13.8 miles. No, thank you. Goodbye. So that's my advice to all you young people out there who are thinking about going to school and don't have the money for it, and think, hey, I'll just take out a student loan. And believe me, they'll hand you that money so fast it's not even funny. Before the ink is dry on that page, they'll be handing you that check, because they know you're going to have to pay it back. Whether you'll have to pay it back as long as you're breathing. You're going to have to pay that back. When I was a kid and I got to go to college, I only went because it was free. We were so dirt poor, and the cost to go to college was so cheap. I mean, it was less than $500 a semester, and the government was going to pay for my college. So I'm like, well, if you're going to pay for it, I might as well go. So I did. I think the only things I had to pay for were my food. That was it, to pay for my food, and then maybe my bus pass to ride the bus back and forth. But that was about it, and I got my degree. So, but I got my degree in an art-related field, so it really didn't matter. It hasn't really helped me in any way other than, help to educate me and make me a little bit more of an intellectual. But that's about it. So yeah, if it ain't free, don't do it. We're off to the next one. It's Carl's Jr. It was a match, and I was not even sure if I wanted it, but I said, oh well, I'll take it, why not? So I pressed the match button, and then before I could press the match button, the offer was sent to me directly, but they were going to offer me 1 penny less than the match offer. I thought that was strange. It's like, why are you offering me a different amount for this order because you're sending it to me directly rather than as a match? Even though it was only a penny, it was unusual. I didn't realize they offered different amounts of money for the same offer, because what could possibly change? What could possibly change in the scenario that would make it change by a penny? So it was kind of weird. I don't understand. But the mysteries of Uber Eats and DoorDash will never be answered. Only behind the secret doors of corporate America do they know the reasons. Us worker bees, we just do our job.
There you go, friend.
All right, great. Thank
Have a
you.
nice day,
Thank
okay?
you. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, well, we have the order, and it looks like the people in the back were just taking a break. It was two ladies working, and nobody was at the counter. And I think that they usually assume that most people are going to be coming through the drive-through. So nobody was working the front counter. So I was there for probably about 5 minutes, just hanging out. Just hanging out at the front counter, enjoying myself, wondering if anyone was ever going to help me. And so somebody finally showed up. I was like, oh, look, someone's coming out from the back of the restaurant in the kitchen area to help me. I was like, wow. They have no,
Turn
like,
left on South Green
I'm
Valley
surprised they
Parkway.
don't have some type of sensor that goes off that lets people. I could have robbed the place. I could have just went in there and just taken whatever I wanted and left. There was no one there to stop me. Oh my gosh. So we're going to go to an apartment, and it's a leave at the door, and we have to ring the doorbell. I don't want to get in an accident, but I can't see because this person is blocking my view. Yep, blocking my view. Gosh. People, man. Right, it's 9:25 a.m. It's been 3.5 hours since we've been doing this, but we took a half an hour lunch. So take the total divided by 3. And that's how much money we've made so far. We should be at least $60. I would hope. I would hope. $5 if I go to the cracked egg. Ooh, I hate the cracked egg. They take forever, but it's only 1.7 miles. I guess I can't resist an offer like that, can I? All right, I pressed accept. Let's head on over to the cracked egg and collect our $5, and hopefully we don't have to sit there too long. Man, this job is dangerous. This parking lot, people drive like maniacs. We're traveling only 0.8 miles. It's an apartment. Leave at my door. Let's go drop this off and try not to get run over. Got another tiny order from McDonald's. Luckily it's not far, so that's why I took it. I'm like, it's not that far away, so we might as well. And it's real humid right now. It's not normal for Vegas, so I'm having a little trouble breathing from the humidity. I don't like it at all. I don't like humidity. You would not find me living in any humid climate whatsoever because I would not be able to function very well. I guess I'll turn on UberEats because we might get a dirty stack. because it's McDonald's. And I believe the distance was really short, right? It was like 2.5 miles, wasn't it? So yeah, it's not that far at all. So should be able to get like a dirty stack and be okay. Great, thank you. That order was ready. We so lucked out. And it's a house 1.1 miles from here. 3-minute drive, so not too far away at all. And let's see, it's a leave at the door, so you couldn't ask for a better offer. So let's get going. Must not be that many drivers working today. I saw other McDonald's orders in the McDonald's that were just sitting there. And just the fact that these orders are ready to go the moment I walk in tells me that there's not enough drivers right now. So that's good for us, but we're tired. I mean, I'm tired. I'm not feeling it today. I don't know if I'm coming down with the cold or not. I'm not sure. But I'm feeling not 100% today. Especially as the day has gone on. I feel myself starting to peter out, as it were. Almost missed my turn. That would have been bad.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions.
Am I in the right
Leave at my door.
street? It says I'm on the right street, but the numbers aren't matching up. Well, this is not good at all. It says I'm on the right street, but it doesn't look like it. Oh dear. I have to turn around. See, this looks like the number, but on the pin it's not right. Oh God, never fails, man. Let me tell you, it never fails. It's showing that I'm in the wrong place. So let me go back to the start. Gosh darn it. It says it's over here, but these numbers don't say that. They say 96. So let's look at the street. I hate when that happens. Okay, let's match up the street name. The street name is correct. So let's turn around again. This happens sometimes where it says where the house is and it's not where the house is at all. So we have to trust that the person entered the right number and that the navigation is wrong. That's all we can do. So I have to trust that it's this house here on the left, and that's all I can think to do. Because the street name is right. Let's see what it says. It just says leave at the door. Oh, they have a picture. Good. Let's look at the picture. Make sure we're at the right place. And of course, there's no internet. So we can't look at the picture. Oh, wait, there it is. It's a white door. Okay, I think we're at the right place. But if it doesn't look like this picture, then we won't deliver. And we'll call them up. All right, well, the PIN for the house was incorrect, and the house that I delivered to was correct, because thank goodness DoorDash actually has a new feature that shows you the picture of the house, or at least the front door, from previous delivery drivers, which I think is awesome. That made it a lot more easier to be 100% certain that we were at the right place. I felt much better once I saw that picture. All right, we got nothing. I will let you know when something comes in. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna wrap up early. It is 10 a.m. and take a look above, and you'll see how much money we made, and you'll see the number of hours. You'll see hourly rate. Below me, you will see my stats of what my ratings are on both DoorDash and on UberEats. What else are you gonna see? What else do I have to say? That's it. I guess that's it. I'm tired today, so I'm just like, well, why not just go home and relax? Why not? If I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys again on the next one. Okay, bye for now.